Ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is your favorite show, Sports Unfolded, with your favorite hosts, Eric and Ron.
Hey, sports fans! Welcome to the best sports podcast on the planet, Sports Unfolded, where we cover all of this week's top sports stories. I am your host, Eric. Main man right over there, Ron. How are you tonight?
I am doing quite well.
Quite.
I'm a little worried about some of the topics.
Little worried.
I may have an outburst or two.
Okay. I mean, hopefully, if you join us live, join the chat, you too could have an outburst. We'd love to hear from you and let us know what you think about some of the topics, or if there's something you want to talk about tonight, let us know. We'd love to talk to you as well. But before we get started, Ron, let's thank those that help continue Sports Unfolded grow and be heard and seen in hundreds and thousands of eyes and ears every week.
Absolutely. Tonight's show is brought to you by Sprout Co-working. For all your co-working needs, large or small, visit SproutCoworking.com.
Also want to thank our good friends there in Dallas, Georgia, WDJY FM 99.1. Thank you for all the support and putting us on every Saturday at 1 p.m., as well as our good friends in Southeast Connecticut, S6E34 Public Access Channel 12. Thank you for putting us on every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. We appreciate the support there as well. Ron, nothing exciting this week for you? Anything you want to talk about? Anything that you, sir, experienced this week?
Well, I saw Spider-Man on Sunday.
Your thoughts?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Right? They did a great job with it. They really did.
It was as good as all the others, if not better.
Yeah, I think we felt – so my wife went to see it with me, and we saw it with my grandson, and a little bit different. It's more – and this is going to sound weird, but it was more like a movie. So my wife, who's not into the superhero stuff and watches the DC or the Marvel movies or any of that, actually enjoyed it because it had a little bit of everything. It tore it.
It was a real story.
Yeah, right. Like it was more like a movie and not just like an action, throw it up there. And so, yeah, they did a really good job with it. Really good job. And what are your thoughts? The next one, right? There's going to be one more at least.
Yeah.
They're going to do this multiverse.
I mean, is he chasing down the Leprechaun and Jason in space?
Oh, I can't. SpaceX, Jason X.
I mean, really? I was like, Spider-Man in space? Is that what it is?
Spidey X. Can't wait.
It's like, no, come on.
Oh, boy.
Don't ruin it. I was so upset about that final scene that it nearly ruined my experience in the theater.
For the whole movie. Yeah, no, I could see that. Yeah, no, great movie. Broke a ton of records.
Way better than that Supergirl crap.
Yeah, I didn't even bother watching it.
Oh. I didn't go to the theater to see it, thank God, because I would have been cursing up a storm in the lobby after it.
Yeah, listen. They sometimes you take swings, man. You're going to strike out. And with that, I guess we'll talk some sports, Ron. Look at us over there, analyzing these Major League Baseball foul plays. We're gonna discuss that tonight, as well as our good friend the Beard. We're gonna talk about him tonight, but we're gonna start off with our leadoff story, Ron. The NFL is come out and pretty much said that they're considering, or it's almost a guarantee that we're gonna have international teams at some point in the NFL. Is this good for the NFL?
Only if it's going to be either Mexico or Canada.
Yeah,
Other than that, I don't want any part of teams having to travel over there. it's going to add a lot of travel to these teams, especially that team is never going to compete because their travel schedule is going to be horrendous.
Yeah. So basically, Roger Goodell came out and said at some point there will be an NFL. There will be NFL teams outside of the U.S. Goodell said during an interview, "I have no doubt that this will happen one day." He also expressed
Los Soles Monterrey,
yeah, but he
that's
also
not so bad.
He also expressed that he wants to have a Super Bowl outside of the United States.
Hell no. Hell no.
But they are only going to do it if those countries have an official team in that area.
No, I don't know.
So I have
not send our dollars to freaking some other country.
It blows my mind. Like, this is an American sport. We dominate in it, right, in this country. And it's like you're trying to force feed. And here's my biggest issue. A couple of years ago, the Pats played, I think it was in Germany. And I have to wake up at 8:30 in the morning, figure out what I'm going to eat now, because this isn't a normal get your chips, get your dip, get your beer. So I'm over here with a breakfast burrito and some orange juice, and I'm watching a football game, man. And I don't want to do that like 3, 4, 5 times during a season. These time zones don't work for an NFL schedule in the NFL fan. And you're now talking about moving a Super Bowl. So imagine the Super Bowl run at 9 a.m. When's pregame going to start? At 4 in the morning? Like, you want to watch pregame stuff. 4 in the morning, right? Like, you're literally ruining the one thing. And then I went back and I said, let me look at one other thing. NFL Europe was founded in 1989. It folded in 2007 because they couldn't sustain it because nobody cared about the sport.
Wait, it lasted that long?
Yeah. Well,
I only remember it briefly for a year.
Right. And they kept force feeding it, and they tried. And granted, it was like more of the players that are going to get
like
cut.
The Frankfurters or something like
that. Yeah. And they're not going to put obviously you're not going to see your stars there. So that's going to be their theory. If Josh Allen was playing overseas, right? He's one of the top players in the league. It's going to bring people in. I think it brings people in because they only have it 3 to 4 times. Like London. The London games are okay. But these Germany games get a little out of control. If you put a team in Japan, what time are they playing? 3 in the morning? Like,
I don't watch them. I could care less about those European games. I don't want to see them. I don't want us to be there. And certainly I don't want them in the league. You know, when you're talking Canada or Mexico, that's a little different because that's right there. You know, it's in our time zones. So you want to put, you know what? You want to make Toronto Argonauts an NFL team, fine, so be it. You know, Calgary Stampede, okay.
Go ahead.
You know,
another one?
Los Soles, Monterrey.
Hey!
You know, I'm all for it. But I don't want to see a European team, an Asian team, an African team. I don't care what other continent you're on. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I think it's
and I don't want a Super Bowl outside of this country. Period.
It's our sport.
You do that, I'm not watching it.
It's our sport. And just to prove a point, Ron, the World Cup was such a massive success this year in the United States because it was in our time zone. 4 years ago, when it wasn't, nobody watched it because we're not watching games at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that. These things were on at a time when we could watch and enjoy. And I'm not going to sit back and every time there's a game at 9 a.m., all I do is I click on around 12:30, 1 o'clock to see what the score was. Because I'm not taking my time. But if I'm home on a Sunday and there's a game and the Patriots aren't playing at 1 o'clock, I usually just, I'll watch it. I'll kind of check it out. I don't do that at 9 a.m. Like, I'm not even thinking about it. Like, I don't care who's playing.
Not for nothing, I didn't watch the Patriots play when they were in
Germany. See, I did. Yeah, I watched that game. But again, and I didn't enjoy it because I had to figure out, what am I eating? What am I doing? Like, the game's over at 12, and I'm like, should be starting.
It's not natural making scrambled eggs for a football game.
For a football game, right? Breakfast burrito, man. I went easy. I nuked that bad boy. I don't got time for that.
I think it's horrible, and this just extends the amount of greed by the NFL.
100%. So you already got all these platforms that you're going to pay for, Netflix, Prime, all these platforms that you're paying for now to watch NFL games. Now you're going to tell me I got to watch them in different time zones. Like, what else can you possibly do? The fact that the Pats and the Seahawks open on a Wednesday, Jake, thank you for joining, I think is absolutely ridiculous. Like, what are we doing with Wednesday games? Now it's Wednesdays. You got Wednesday, they got a game to open the season. Thursday, you got a game because it's in Australia. Friday, I think they have a game.
There's a game in Australia now?
Yeah, on Thursday. Yep.
This Thursday?
The Thursday to open the season. So when
the season opener is in Australia?
No, the season opener is in Seattle with the Patriots, and then the next night is Australia. But this is my point, and it just does. And then these teams got to travel. To your point, we talk about the NFL keeps harping on the fact that they have to protect players safety, all these rule changes to protect the player's safety from less practices, no pads for X amount of days during training camp, right? You can't do all these different things because we want to protect the player. And now you're going to make them travel all over the world, and think about the wear and tear on their body on that aspect.
How are you pulling off playing in Australia? The travel time for that,
it's ridiculous.
It's going to be like 2 days.
Yeah, it's stupid. And it's just, again, to your point, money, greed. Like, how much more can the NFL want? I mean,
I hope the players.
That's a dumb question.
I hope the players say something and
of course
decide that they don't want those games outside the country.
Because what do you think happens for them too? They make money. I think it's San Francisco, and I think the Rams. It might be the Rams. So think about the money they're making in Australia for that game. Is it the Rams? I'm going to look it up, buddy. Well, yeah. Because, I mean,
So I'm guessing that they're going to leave, like, California, go to Hawaii, then to Australia.
Yeah, I mean, there's a...
Hello, Danny. How are you?
Yeah, it's San Francisco and the Rams. It's an 8:35 game. Wednesday's the opener with the Pats.
And it screws the home team, too.
Yeah, right. You lose games, the money. Thank you, Danny. Danny agrees, right? No overseas game. It's getting out of control.
Yeah.
And the fact that
he doesn't want to see his Dallas Cowboys playing a home game, in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Who wants to see that?
And if I'm NFL teams, I'm fighting this too, because I'm losing revenue based on the fact that that's a week that you're not in my stadium. That's a week I'm not generating
you're not
any
selling
money.
your merch.
So it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I hate everything about it.
Ron is extremely excited to see you, Danny. He talked about you earlier, saying, "I hope Danny's on tonight." So he's so excited. He's just an angry man in general, Danny. You can't.
I'm over here sticking up for his Dallas Cowboys.
So I mean, if they want to do the NFL Europe thing again and try that, I'd be okay with it.
I don't really care.
But I'm just saying
what they do. I don't want to see a game in
Hugo,
Europe
for
or
joining.
Asia or Australia.
Yeah, Hugo, thank you for joining. Again, you want to do it that way, I'm fine with it. But otherwise,
I'm not going to watch them.
I'm not okay with it.
I'm not watching them at all. I'm not going to watch those foreign games.
Okay. You stand packed, sir.
I do stand pat. And that is with any sport.
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, we will.
All right, let's continue this NFL talk and talk about another story that has kind of turned into a major issue here in the NFL. This week alone, there's been several fights during the joint practices for a lot of these teams. Ron, do you think the NFL should continue to allow joint practices, or should there be some regulations to it?
I mean, at this point, why even have them? First of all, especially if you're going to be playing them during the season.
Hugo, what do you mean by that? What if there was NFL football across the globe? So that's what we're kind of talking about. Vrabel is always in the middle of some of these fights. So basically they're saying they're going to make international teams officially overseas. So that's kind of where that conversation was going, that this could possibly be the reality, that you may have a team in Germany, you may have a team that's permanently in England, in that it would be like teams from every country. The problem we're talking about, Hugo, would be the time zone differences and the way, how do fans actually get to enjoy these games? If you had a team in Japan, I mean, what are we watching? 3 a.m. football games. They play all year long. And I don't think the NFL would be able to do that.
See, this is all stuff that you can't do. You can't play all year long, Hugo, because the body can't take it. They have to have downtime at some point. They have to have several months to recover from the abuse. And it's injuries are getting worse because there are more games being played, and they're going to have more travel time, and that is just going to compile it. There's going to be less practice and more injuries, and it's going to dirty the game even more than what it is now.
Wow, is that DeMar DeRozan just signed with the Denver Nuggets? Really? Danny, all right, I believe you, my friend. We're going to look that up real quick, because that's an interesting story. Really?
Is it? Wait, DeMar
DeRozan
and Zion?
No, DeMar DeRozan joining the Nuggets on a 1-year deal.
Because I see a Zion in there as well.
No, it's DeMar DeRozan. Huh. Oh, that's a good story. All right. So joint practices out of control, Ron. Cowboys Saints practice, the one you got pictured right there, $5,000 in fines. The Giants and the Dolphins had
$500,000.
500,000. I'm sorry, 500,000 fine for both teams. The Giants and the Dolphins had like a massive, 75 players going crazy. Saquon Barkley came out this week, stated that he hates joint practice, that basically it's emotions start to come out, especially after, the first day, because now day 2, you're really looking, if somebody popped you good day 1, there's bad blood there. You almost had it, buddy. DeRozan is DeRozen. So, yeah, there you go. So, again, I just think that here's another example of what the NFL is trying to do, because what happens is training camps become more interesting when you have a second team come in. More people tend to go to those practices, spend more money. And I think the players are honestly...
This is a league that's trying to take advantage of every situation known to mankind and see what they can make off of it.
But here's
that's all this is. That's why they want this.
But here's where once a major injury comes from one of these fights, Ron, or a player blows out his knee because, somebody takes a cheap shot because they're pissed off about what happened the day before, and it's not my teammate, so what do I care? I think the NFL is going to really start to hone in on what they're able to do. They're already talking about eliminating another preseason game and going to 2 preseason games, which is a whole other story because I'm literally tired of these preseason games. And now they're not even playing starters from all 3 of them. Whereas at least in the past with the 4, you'd always get the starters out for at least 1 game for a half or something. And just now you're lucky you get to see them a series. And they take these guys out, and that's it, and they're done. And it's like, why even have a preseason then? Literally, we're wasting preseason, and then you're doing this stuff in practice, and they're saying, well, that's where they're getting their experiences from, the practice. I think the NFL is just getting out of control with some of the things they're doing.
And you mentioned injuries. Look, when you get 2 teams that are in the same conference, especially, who's to say what isn't a cheap shot, on a player? I mean, you're talking about if you can eliminate a player from the opposing team, that eliminates them most likely from contending.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is 1 injury, and it can derail a team at this point in the season already. Because if you take out the starting running back or the star wide receiver, or dare I even say the quarterback, that's it. Season's done.
100%. Yeah, we can call him DeMar. It's a lot easier for you, Danny. We'll stick with DeMar. That works for me, my friend. Yeah, I just listen, and these fights are just getting out of control now because they don't have enough coaches, security to even control, 90 players.
Because it's practice.
Not a game. But think about it. NFL preseason, your rosters are usually about 75 to 90 guys. It's not a normal team. So you've got an extra 20 to 30 guys on that field.
And everybody's going to want to make
and everybody's going to want to get involved in those fights. And I'm telling you, it's going to get to a point where somebody's going to get seriously hurt. I think they should just eliminate joint practices altogether.
Yes, they should.
Make the players play a little more during preseason. Maybe it's games 1 and 2, third game, take the starters and they don't see the field. I'm okay with that. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Like, you have to have preseason games so that way you can see some of these younger players with in-game action, so that way you know what you're getting. But, I mean, if you have 2 games, I don't know if that's enough. I think 3 preseason games are the best way for those young players. Like, I'm not going to risk, putting, your star quarterback out there, unless you have somebody that could be a starter anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Games 1 and 2 of the preseason, again, game 1, hey, they play a series. Game 2, maybe they play, a quarter, and then game 3, they sit out.
Yeah.
But we're not even seeing that anymore. And then you're doing these joint practices, and guess who's in the joint?
That's where the danger comes in.
And the joint practices are with the starters.
Yeah. So I don't want my guys out there against an opposing team in a practice.
So none of it makes sense. And I just don't get it. Why the NFL hasn't seen this already to say, look, I think we need to stop. Because every season we've seen these brawls break out, these things get out of control. Some practices get stopped because they can't control the atmosphere. So I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. And you're talking about they need the experience. And sometimes you're cutting the practices short just because it's getting a little too heated. So what are they getting? What are they gaining? What experience are they gaining at that point?
It is, if you want your team to be more successful, the joint practices aren't going to make that. It's actually going to expose what you do as a team before the season even starts. And, if you want your offense to click on all cylinders, make sure you have a good defense that they practice against. This is why, you're talking about, Seattle, especially. Look, they had the best defense last year, right? And that offense is going to be ready because they're playing against that defense every time in practice.
So last night I threw on the Raiders Texans game, and they put out Fernando Mendoza, and he played the whole first half, and he's like, pregame, I'm so excited to face a great defense like this. The top defenses, none of their top guys played.
No.
So Houston didn't even have their top defense out there. So again, what experience did he gain? Zero. I don't know. All right, Ron, you ready for a crazy stat?
Absolutely.
Since we're talking about fines, I looked this up and I said, okay, which players had the largest fine in NFL history? And that would be one Mr. Your friend there, Deshaun Watson. He got fined $5 million from violating the league's personal conduct policy.
I wonder what that was from.
I don't know. Something about masseuse. I don't know.
If I had a massage, I'd probably be.
Yeah, it'd probably be a lot more calm and relaxed to answer that question. But
yes,
the most or the highest fine for a team was the Washington football team, who had a $10 million. Daniel Snyder, that whole
pumping of the music.
No, Daniel Snyder was the whole in the very toxic work environment. There was some things going on in the Washington football team. $10 million for that franchise was the most in NFL history, which is kind of crazy.
Deservedly so.
Yeah, a guy we're not at a loss for. Like,
we got Danny with all the headlines coming.
Trayvon Diggs did sign with the Seahawks. I don't think you like additions, Danny. Sometimes they're good. That might help that team. They're a very good defensive team. Diggs is, but he hasn't played much. He's been injured quite often, so that could possibly not be a big deal, but it could be if he plays up to his standards. Ron, we're going to continue talking some more NFL with our starting five.
I'm going to get the notebook out.
Our starting five tonight. We are going to give you our starting five AFC teams. So the best 5 teams in our eyes, and maybe a couple more, because obviously we're going to have some honorable mentions, I'm sure, Ron. So you are first tonight, my friend. So if you want to start us off with your honorable mentions.
How many do you think I have?
5.
No, I have 2.
Okay, me too. I have 2 also.
And they're not really that honorable.
Okay, I have 2. I have 2 honorables myself.
So
go ahead.
My first honorable mention is Cincinnati. And because, I just want them to play like they I know it's funny because when they start the season, they probably will go 0-4.
If
because they don't know how to play when they come out, for the season opener.
Yeah. They start off slow. They're slow starters.
And if they can keep Joe upright and healthy this year, they have the talent offensively.
Joe Burrow healthy is funny too. All right.
So it's more of a if they actually played.
Yeah. So didn't make my list at all. But go ahead. What else?
I assume not. My other one is almost in the same question marks because they coming off of you got a guy coming off of a massive injury, and we don't know what we're gonna get. He might not be the same player as he once was, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. So other than those 2 teams, I didn't like any other team enough to put them on the list. Not even the Chargers.
Okay. All right. So I also had the Kansas City Chiefs as an honorable mention. And again, same thing, question marks at quarterback, although they say week 1, he's ready to go. He's practicing, he looks great. But again, that team, they get rid of a lot of good players. At some point, it's going to catch up to you. And I think Kelsey might be at that point where he can't be an impact anymore. He might need a swift goodbye on, that. No, not.
That was a tailor-made joke.
It was just for you. And I will say this. My other honorable mention, the New England Patriots. I think they still have some things to prove. Yes, you got to the Super Bowl last year, but obviously a much tougher schedule. Kenny, what's going on? Thanks for joining. So Pat's much tougher schedule, so I'd like to see what they do if they are legitimate, and I'm a little concerned still with that offensive line. So I think they're in that mix, but I don't think they are a top 5 team. So we are going to give you our starting 5 now. AFC team. So at number 5 for you, Ron, is?
My number 5 team is the Denver Broncos. I would have liked to see Bo Nix play against the Patriots, so that way we could really tell if the Patriots deserve to be there. I don't know if Bo Nix would have made that much of a difference because both offenses were pretty horrible.
Bo knows, though. Bo knows.
Yeah, only he does.
Oh,
but I do like them enough
Jackson
to pick them to be in the top 5 again.
Okay.
And I just think a lot of that is coaching.
Yeah, agreed. At number 5 for me, I had the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Justin Herbert, this is his year to finally show up. Listen, they've got Mike McDaniel as their offensive coordinator. He's not a great head coach. He is a genius when it comes to offense. I know you have beef with me. I knew you would, Kenny. I knew you would have beef with me, Kenny. Yes, I do not have the Patriots in the top 5. But I also think that you talked about that just with the other coaching matters. Jim Harbaugh has kept that team consistent, tough, good defense, good running game. They're always in the mix.
Yeah, but then they choke at the end of the year, even with him as a coach. And to me, I have lost faith in that team.
Okay. I still consider them a lock to make the postseason. So, which would mean they would be one of the top 5 teams. But, okay. At number 4, who do you have?
At number 4, I have the Houston Texans. I think that personnel-wise, I think they've got that defense, and that defense is going to be what carries them. And it's just a matter of if C.J. Stroud can recapture what he was a couple of years ago.
Yeah. At number 4 for me, the Houston Texans. I do. They got the best defense in the AFC, without a doubt, bar none. The problem is they have the weapons on offense. The quarterback has to be able to perform at a level that doesn't. Let me say this: he doesn't have to perform at a level that puts them over the top, just not lose.
Right.
What the defense is able to do.
No, that's 100% correct. That's what I feel. He's making young mistakes, and I get it. He is a young player, but you can't make the mistakes that makes you lose games.
Yeah, and listen, this is probably his best opportunity for a massive contract. He's got to hit it. If he struggles again, he's costing himself millions of dollars.
Yeah, he has to hit it.
He has to hit it this year. All right, what do you got at number 3?
Number 3, I have the New England Patriots. I think, we talk about that offensive line, and I get it, and they did have an injury with the offensive line. I still think during the regular season, though, they're going to put themselves in a very good position to make the postseason. And as I look at that team, I still think that team is dangerous to score because they made some additions, and that offense is going to be better than what it was. Okay. And I just think they might not improve record-wise, but they're going to be close to that.
Yeah, they're not winning 14 games this year.
No, I would think that they're going to probably win 11 or 12.
If Danny, I need a snack too. Gummy bears sound amazing, Danny. So I'm a little jealous right now because I would go for some soda and gummy bears. All right. So at number 3 for me, I had the Baltimore Ravens. Listen, I think they have a ton of talent on that team. I think Lamar's health is.
I see what you did.
I think Lamar's health is really going to be critical for that team. I think the Ravens, again, every year we say the same thing, and then Lamar, misses 6 to 7 weeks, and here we go again. So let's see. New coach, that'll make a difference too. Can he maybe do something that Harbaugh didn't or wasn't able to do consistently? And that's to get this team, winning the majority of their games. But I think the Baltimore Ravens have a ton of talent. So I went number 3 with them.
Yeah, I put them at number 2, Eric. And of course, it all depends on Lamar Jackson's health, right? But when he's playing and he's playing to his full potential, there aren't many people that are better than him in the league right now. And, and I think that the collective team has a lot of talent on this team. And I think they could actually contend for the Super Bowl.
Agreed.
And I just think they're – now I have them at 2 and I have New England at number 3. It's not close.
I got
from
you.
2 to 3. Like, the top 2 teams are way ahead of everybody else in my book.
Okay. I do want to ask Kenny's out there. Danny, you're out there. I think Hugo, if you want to give us your top 5 in the chat, we'd love to see that too, to see how we did. At number 2 for me, I had the Denver Broncos. I think, again, that defense, but Sean Payton and the coaching job that he continues to do with a team that we didn't think was going to be where they were last season. Well, I didn't think they'd be in an AFC championship. Again, that was just neither did I think the Patriots would have either. But again, to your point, is Bo Nix the real deal? Like, is Bo Nix going to be the quarterback that can do enough to get that team successful offensively? Listen, defensively, they're going to shut everybody down. They are going to create havoc because that's what that team does. They had the most sacks last season. They're going to do it again this season. They just have
turnovers. They're going to be able to do all of that stuff.
But you got to be able to score off of that.
But
and
if
you can't do that, then they drop. But in my book right now, if they do that and they do it consistently, they're the number 2 team in the AFC.
Yeah.
So number 1 for you, Jaguars.
It's the same as yours. It's
Jags.
No. I put the Indianapolis Colts.
I was going to pick the Colts.
No, it's Buffalo. Look, I stopped short of saying Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback. He is the second best quarterback in this league. Josh Allen.
Good. Kenny's been studying.
Buffalo has not done him justice because if they did what the Rams did, Josh Allen would win several Super Bowls. And there's no excuse. There really isn't any excuse because this man, even in losses in the postseason, none of them are his fault.
99%, yes.
It's just uncanny. This guy is the best quarterback in the league. I would trade anybody on the Patriots to get him. Matter of fact, I'd probably trade 3 or 4 guys just to get him. And that includes Drake May. Because Josh Allen is a warrior of a football player. He is old school and he just goes. He just wants to win. And he will do whatever it takes to do that. And unfortunately, he hasn't had enough horses on his side of the ball and the other side of the ball.
I think the defense is what's killed them every year. Can the defense finally step up? Josh Allen is just, again, he plays out of his mind. He carries that team. Again, he needs some help. But if he gets even a glimpse of a defense that can shut somebody down once in a while.
That's why I'm surprised they didn't go after Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
They should have did whatever it took because
there's definitely some
that
opportunities.
would have been the move.
And I'm surprised
they win a Super Bowl.
Danny didn't talk about Von Miller to the Cowboys too. You missed that one, Danny. Kenny, I really need to see who you're starting 5 since you studied so hard. That would be a good one to see. So, Kenny, if you want to give us your starting 5 AFC teams, I'd love it. Agree with you, Hugo. Josh Allen is good. Really not a reason to dislike him.
He might be my favorite football player right now.
It was funny because I was talking to my boss today for a little bit, and she's a giant Red Sox fan, loves the Red Sox. So we'll kind of jab at each other every so often. But she said the same thing you did with Aaron Judge. There's just certain guys on other teams that you like. Josh Allen is that guy. We are Patriot fans, but even though he's a Bill, you like him. Like he's not cocky about it's the way
he plays. Like that's what you want out of a player.
All right, he's got the Bills at 5.
Even if you don't have that much talent.
All right, Kenny, I don't know what he's studying, Kenny. 5 Bills, 4 Ravens, 3 Broncos, 2 New England, 1 Texans.
That's not bad. It's not terrible.
The Bills at 5?
Well, I mean,
at 5. They're the 5th best team in the AFC.
I mean,
with the best quarterback
by
in the AFC.
what your perception is. Like I can understand that because the Bills always choke every year. So what's the difference?
And I can't see how New England's at 2.
They went to the Super Bowl.
Okay. Whew. That was some good conversation.
I had him at number 3.
It was some good conversation. I love it. All right, we're going to talk some NBA, Ron. And I know Kenny is Kenny's guy right now, so he's probably ecstatic. James Harden signs an extension to remain with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It is a 3-year, $97 million deal. Harden turns 37 on the 26th, so he's 5 days away from being 37 years old. Do you like the deal?
For 3 years?
You're welcome, Kenny. Ron says you're welcome. So that'll put him at 40 by the time the deal's done. 40 years old. I mean, he's the next LeBron James. He's going to stay around.
I don't know.
If you say something nice about James Harden,
but
he's going to say something nice about James Harden.
I understand it. I think he's going to give you what he gave you this year, which wasn't so bad for the Cavs. It wasn't so bad.
Kenny doesn't agree with it.
He did fail in the playoffs again. So, I mean, I guess they don't really want to win a championship.
That's my point. The question I have is, what's the thought process of keeping this guy for the next 3 years, knowing that he underperforms in the postseason? None of his teams have ever won. None. And he's had stacked teams, super teams, teams that, were by far from start to finish the best team in the league and then choke in the postseason. So I'm going to give you $100 million for that.
In order for them to compete in the East now, they have to keep him. Because of the fact that looking at the landscape now, you have to keep him and then get somebody during the season at some point by trade deadline. And it's got to be impactful. And I don't know if that's going to happen or if it even matters. But I just, man, if they could have gotten LeBron, that would have changed the direction of the Cavaliers. I know you think it's funny, but if they did, then you'd be looking at, LeBron with Harden and Mitchell. And then you got Allen and whoever the other guy is. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. That's a good starting 5.
Yeah, Mobley. Yeah,
right,
listen,
Evan Mobley. That's a good starting 5, and that could compete. But they didn't do that, and now they have that missing piece because I think LeBron could have really helped with Mobley and Allen in the postseason because they were they disappeared in that final series that they played, and that could have changed this year if you brought in a guy like that to show them how it's done in the postseason, because LeBron in the postseason, is way better than LeBron during the regular season.
Yeah. Danny, great point. I mean, this Lakers story is turning out to be a little bit of an interesting thing. Nobody wants to own them or give them up, or I mean, 10 months and sell them again. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. The Lakers are in trouble, I think, especially depending on one player, Luka, who hasn't stayed healthy. Phenomenal player, one of the best in the NBA. He's one of the best. Yeah, remember we talked about that? He's going to be in the best shape of his life. And then here we go again.
It didn't change anything. He's still the same player.
Yeah. And I agree with you here with the Harden thing. I think they had no choice, but I agree with Kenny on the fact that $97 million seems like a lot of money.
It is too much money, especially when you're talking when he's 40.
Yeah. And again, a guy that hasn't performed on the big stage. But all right, you ready for your crazy stat?
Sure.
This one's going to blow your mind. It may blow your mind, Ron. All right, 2 players in NBA history have eclipsed $500 million in career earnings. Do you want to guess who those 2 players are?
500 million.
Yes.
I mean, it would have to be LeBron.
LeBron is one.
I mean, it has to be, right?
Yep, it's LeBron.
Now, is this history?
Yes, all time NBA history.
500 million.
500 million.
Now, does this include?
No, just in contracts.
Okay, so then it's not Michael.
It is not Michael.
All right. I would have to say, ooh, that's tough. See, now I'm thinking there's Giannis, there's who else is signed? I don't think it would be Jaylen Brown, although he signed a big contract, but I don't think he's been around long enough.
Nope.
I'm going to say Giannis.
Okay. So this means they've played through their contract and have earned $500 million so far. Okay. LeBron James won. Number 2, the only other player, your boy Kevin Durant.
I was thinking of him, but I didn't think he had that much.
Okay. Joining the club after playing this season will be Steph Curry. All right.
Those are the 2 other players I was thinking of, but I just figured, Giannis hasn't earned all that money yet.
Yeah. So he's got to make his money.
All right. I see what you're saying now.
$62.5 million Curry gets this season. It'll put him over $500 million. Paul George in 2027-28 will be in that club. Joel Embiid by 28-29 will be in that club. With this contract that James Harden has, the 3 years, he will also make $500 million for his career.
Jesus.
It is getting out of control with this money because some of these guys, Joel Embiid hasn't even played. He's missed more time because they signed such mega deals.
There's way too much money going to the basketball players.
Is that not insane?
And they're pricing the fans out.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. All right, let's talk some Major League Baseball, Ron, because, we're out there now, us personally, because if you look at this picture that's going to come up, that's us monitoring Major League Baseball and their foul balls. Because now, I don't know if you've seen this story, if you heard about it. This came about when the Yankees faced the Orioles. Pete Alonso hits a ball. It kind of looked like it was inside the foul pole, but it might have been outside the foul pole. They looked at it, reviewed it, said it was a foul ball. Yankees win the game. Orioles protesting. Should Major League Baseball start to use technology versus just the replay?
So what was the right call?
Believe it or not, depending on the angle, they're both right. There was no right call. It looks like
it goes to the other side of the pole.
Yeah, but I guess depending on the angle you looked at it, you couldn't get it.
Was it above the pole?
It went above the pole.
And don't they have a shot right down the line that you can watch?
It does, but I'm telling you, they said depending on the angle you look at, it looked foul.
Were they in New York?
They were not. I believe it was in Baltimore.
Now, is the umpire that made the decision from New York?
It might have been one of those two guys that are looking at the screen.
Well, then I would blame you.
All right.
Because
All right.
I would have called it fair and Baltimore would win the game.
Okay. So my problem is this, Rob. I have believe it or not, I've watched
boring enough.
I've been watching a lot of baseball lately because there's not a lot on. So I've been throwing the Yankee games on when they're on. And my wife even the other day she came.
Baseball.
My wife the other day she comes home and she's like, "You're watching the same game again?" I said, "No, they play every night, like every night." So I'm watching the Yankee game. The amount of balls that get challenged on the pitching, I didn't realize it because I haven't watched enough baseball. They challenge a lot.
Yeah. And
as long as they're right, they keep challenging.
Yeah.
And I'm like, imagine now if you're going to do this with foul balls or, balls that this game is going to take 7 hours. They say they've shortened it. Every 5 seconds, the guy was tapping his helmet, like challenge the play, catch it, challenge the pitch, challenge. And they were right, which is fine, but holy cow, now we're going to do this with foul balls. We're going to do this.
But it doesn't take long because the challenge for the balls and strikes are with that
the
electronic
ABS thing.
So it's instantaneous.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. But I'm just saying, it's like
it's not like they're going to the sidelines like these two guys.
Look at those guys
and looking at the foul balls. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, maybe we need another umpire. Oh, let's call the guy way down the line. Let's kind of hit. Then it takes him 5 minutes to get there
because
the guy weighs 500 pounds.
Why do you got poor guy?
So by the time he's there, he's huffing and puffing. They got to go to another commercial break.
Man.
And then it comes back, and the guy is finally putting the headset on to look at it.
And he's sweating profusely.
The headset to look, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's sweating profusely, which then short circuits the board, which then means they got to go to another camera. I don't know. Baseball can't seem to get this right.
No.
They can't get it right. And the fact that you could look at it 2 different angles and one's fair, one's foul, blows my mind.
Maybe they should have it right up a camera.
But you have it like a net going up so the ball falls in, it's in.
Or just have a camera that points
Kenny
up
said ridiculous. Was it fair or foul, Kenny? That's the question. Because we don't know.
Well, it's got to be out there somewhere.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle where all these boats disappeared. You just can't tell which way the ball.
They got to put a tracker inside the ball.
That's what they're saying, though. But that's what I'm saying. You'd put something in the thing, and then you'd have something in the pole, and it would be able to identify if it went past. Sure. That's what I'm saying, dude. I think it's going to happen.
And it'll be instantaneous, just like the balls and strikes.
100%. Tap the helmet. All right, Ron. Crazy stat time. Crazy stat time. Giants first baseman Brandon Belt made history on April 22nd, 2018. Ron.
Who?
Brandon Belt.
Belt?
Belt. What you wear on your pants.
See, an article of clothing.
We should
do that.
We should. We'll talk about it. When he worked a 21-pitch at-bat during a San Francisco Giants win over the Angels, he hit 16 foul balls in the first inning battle against Jamie Barria that ended in a fly ball to right field. So 21 pitches.
Just for him.
To fly out.
Yeah, but what that does, first inning, you're already saying the starter isn't going 5 innings.
Ron, I'm going rogue here. I'm going rogue. Going rogue for a second. This bothers me. This completely bothers me. So, again, I've been watching a lot more baseball. I hate the 3-0 count. I hate the 3-0 count because I literally sit back and the next pitch is square down the middle. And they take it, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do in baseball because these are the baseball rules. So it's 3-1. Every time I'm like, the next pitch, he's going to foul it off. Now it's 3-2. So you've literally wasted a 3-0 count for nothing to then either strike out, fly out, ground up. Why not just take that first pitch and just try to crush it? I don't understand why baseball can't get this right. Those 3-0 counts are ridiculous. Watch it.
Well, it depends on the player.
Watch the game. Every time it's a 3-0 count, it goes 3-2. Almost every time.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, what? You just wasted. You clearly saw the pitches down the middle. Like, it was down the middle. I could see if something's close and you're like, oh, I don't know. It might be right ball 4. The thing's down the middle, dude. Just swing. Who cares? Because I'm just waiting 2 more pitches for you to basically put.
And usually it's a little ground ball to like second
stupid.
base.
Just hit the damn thing. It's freaking down the middle, man. It's down the middle. Oh, it's a 3-0 count. We can't swing. We got to take the pitch. What idiot decided that? Jeez, man, it pisses me off.
Somewhere down the line, I just want to blame the Yankees.
I think it was probably your boy Ted Williams or somebody.
Probably was.
Yeah, thank you.
Ted or Wade.
3-0, man. Swing.
I know.
Swing the ball. Swing the bat. Swing it.
Yeah, swing the ball.
Swing the ball too. Swing something. Do something. It pisses me off, man. And the announcers are like, oh, he's working that 3-0 count. Yeah, to just go to 3-2 to basically strike out. What's the point? Stupid. I can't.
You gotta swing at the best pitch you get, right? And that is a 3-0 count.
Yes, every time. Every time. Nope, gotta take it, man. Anyway, all right, Ron, before we move on to our split decision, sorry, I had to go rogue there because it's really bothered me.
I can see that.
3 or 4 games I've watched, I'm like, 3-0 count. And I just sit back, I go, watch this. Take, foul off. Yep, strikeout. Okay, that was great. What a great job. Anyway.
That's great pitching.
Yeah, it's a great pitch. Great pitch. Nothing to do with the hitter. Let's thank those that continue to help us grow, Ron, with their almost new, sometimes new, was new.
Tonight's show is brought to you by the once new 990 WBOB radio page, offering links to your favorite Providence shows, including this one, Sports Unfolded, and the Bryant Bulldog Sports Hour.
Also want to thank our good friends there in Dallas, Georgia, 99.1 WDJY-FM. Thank you for all the support and putting us on it every Saturday at 1 p.m. And our good friends here in Southeast Connecticut, S6E34 Public Access Channel 12. Thank you for the support and putting us on every Tuesday at 10 p.m. We appreciate you. And all of you that are joining us live tonight, we appreciate you the most because you guys are awesome. All right, Ron, it is split decision time. Our split decision segment, we basically ask each other 2 more likely questions, and we got to make a decision. So, Ron, you are first tonight. Have at it.
Oh, you're going to love this one. Which AFC team is more likely to surprise the heck out of the world and make it to the playoffs?
Okay. Okay.
The Las Vegas Raiders, the Cleveland Browns, the New York Jets, or the Tennessee Titans?
What?
Which one of us is more likely to shock the world and make the playoffs?
The world, all of the above. Is that what you guys? That would probably be the right answer there. I think the Jets are done. This Geno Smith round 2 thing is like the guy got knocked out in the first round, and it's like, oh, he's still good. He can fight. Yeah, dude, no, you're done. You're out. Like, we should have just thrown in the towel. So I think the Jets are out. The Browns can't pick a quarterback if their life's dependent on it. If there was somebody with a gun to the coach and had his head and say, pick a quarterback, you go, I'd have to look another week before I make a decision because I can't do it. So, you know what I mean? Just blow my brains out. So he's done. They're done. So that leaves me the Titans and who?
The Raiders.
And the Raiders. The Raiders. Believe it or not, like the Titans, I don't like their situation either. Kenny's going Titans. I'm going Raiders here. I think the Raiders have at least enough talent. Max Crosby caused some damage. They got one of the best defensive players in the league, right? Kirk Cousins is able to at least keep them in games. They could make the postseason. So I'm going to rate the Raiders. Absolutely horrible question.
Especially in that division, too.
None of them will win. Come on. Put it this way. One of them wins, Ron. I'm going shirtless for the show.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
I'm going shirtless. One of those four teams
we need to get them to sign somebody else.
One of those four teams go to the postseason shirtless. Done deal.
All right. You heard it here, folks.
All this man in his glories. Jeff, thanks for joining us. He's going Titans as well. I don't.
Who's their quarterback?
Cam Ward. I'll give you one for you. Yeah, pretty much what. He's not very good. All right, Ron. Your first split decision.
Wait, can you name another player?
Cam Ward. That's about it. I think they drafted a wide receiver. I can't remember the kid's name. All right. Ron, your first split decision. Which of the super teams is more likely not to win a championship?
The Justice League.
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
Super that kind of super team.
Yeah, they built a super team. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the Philadelphia 76ers, or the Los Angeles Rams. Which is more likely not to win a championship?
Philadelphia.
Man, you were quick.
Because there's only one basketball on the court. And I don't think those guys know how to play without it.
76ers. Yeah, Hugo agrees. 76ers. I mean, I think I agree. I tend
the
to agree
Dodgers
with
have
you.
already done it, so I don't feel like to win again.
Listen, Ty Simpson played very well his first preseason game. But I got a feeling that Stafford's going to be out at some point this season because they are too loaded that something's going to happen. Can Ty Simpson, the rookie, keep them in it? I think the Rams have more pressure than anyone else, especially if they sign Darnold.
Well, yeah, they have more pressure.
Jeff's going 76ers as well.
This is an obvious thing. They ain't winning anything.
The Rams got a lot of pressure on them, man.
I don't think the Sixers make it to the championship.
Okay. All right. If everybody stays healthy.
Well, you're saying if, but we all know that's not happening.
Crystal ball. There we go. Look. Ooh, Joel Embiid does not have a foot problem. Hold on.
Like, there are only chances that Jaylen Brown duplicates last year.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
No, because he's got to share that rock. Maxey, him. Yeah. All right. Your second split decision, Ron.
Okay. NHL time, right? Which goalie will have more success this season? Sergei Bobrovsky of Toronto, Freddie Anderson of Edmonton, or Jacob Markstrom from Florida? They're all in new places. Yeah. It's a tough one.
I listen, Toronto underachieves every year. And I don't think they ever play good defense in front of any goaltender. So I'm taking Toronto off the board. Edmonton, I think, is on that downslide. Believe it or not, I think McDavid is the only thing. I think Draisaitl, all those guys are going to start to want out. Which I think Florida is going to bounce back. I think they're still the toughest team and a better defensive team. So Markstrom, to me, has the better odds of doing well because I feel like Florida still is in that championship mold. They've not too far removed from it. The health became a major issue for them last season. I still think they're one of the best team or toughest teams in the league if they're healthy. So if they're healthy, I'm going Markstrom.
Yeah, I'd be torn between them and Edmonton because Edmonton has always been a goaltender away.
Yeah.
right? Anderson is definitely an improvement. The problem with it is, look, he got them to the championship, the Stanley Cup,
and then they pull.
and then he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's going to happen to him again, and there you have to go with Jacob Markstrom.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right.
Thank you, sir. All right, Ron, your second split decision. Which 6-11 team last season is more likely to make the playoffs this season? The New Orleans Saints, the Kansas City Chiefs, or the Cincinnati Bengals? Who's more likely to make the postseason this year?
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
This might be your best question ever.
Hugo's going with the Bengals.
Because I do like
broken.
the offense of that Cincinnati team. The problem is they're very lazy at the beginning of the season. And I worry about that because they should have been in the postseason a few times that they weren't. So I'm a little hesitant on picking a lazy team. New Orleans Saints is probably in the worst division. They don't have a bad team, but I still like Tampa Bay and
Carolina.
Well, I don't like Carolina. I like Atlanta better.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs, even though that's a tougher division. I just think if Patrick Mahomes is okay, he's going to have the magic to get him there. So I'm going with Kansas City.
Consensus says from the chat, it's the Bengals. I tend to agree with you with the Chiefs. I just think that Mahomes still has enough magic.
It's a fine line.
I like that Saints division where I think they could sneak in at 8-9, and they'd still make the postseason. Like they win 2 more games, right? Yeah, Jeff, thank you. Jeff agrees. Like that Kansas City is just. How do you doubt Mahomes? How do you doubt him? Like if the reports are correct, they're saying he doesn't even look like he had surgery. Like he is ready to go.
This is why I say, it's like if I had to put money down on it, I'm not going against Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, if you look at the track record, right? Burrow versus Mahomes. Mahomes has proven he can do it more than Burrow has.
Burrow has not proven he can play a full season the last few years because that line just refuses to block for him.
So the Chiefs.
I'm always hesitant. You got to go with the track record of the team.
Yeah.
So I like Cincinnati. I like Joe Burrow, probably my second favorite quarterback in the league at the moment.
Huh?
My second favorite. I didn't say it was the second best.
No, but who's your favorite?
Josh Allen.
So then you're putting Drake under Burrow?
Yeah, right now.
Oof. And Kenny's mad at me. Okay.
Well, I like Joe Burrow. But at some point, they have to protect him. At some point. Yeah, the guy's always hurt. It's a great quarterback. He just needs some protection.
You're putting him ahead of Dak? I can't. Man, what are we talking about?
Are you trying to turn everybody against me?
All right, Ron, let's talk some NHL because this story will be relevant in about a year. My bad on this one, but it's an interesting story because it kind of ties in to what our leadoff was. The Boston Bruins are set to play in Germany in the 2027-28 season. Do you like them playing overseas?
No,
Is this a good move?
I don't like it in any sport. Screw that, man. I don't want to see them going into Europe. I don't care.
Bruins,
Do I care if they see an NHL game? They don't even care.
Yeah, so the Bruins and the Oilers will play in Germany. The Bruins are going to play
Are
in
there any
Munich,
German players on either team?
and the Oilers in Cologne.
No.
Yeah, so Leon Draisaitl came from Cologne, Germany. So I guess he's going to play with it in his hometown.
So this is a home game for them?
Burrow can't stay healthy. Agreed, Jeff. It is 100% correct.
Now, does it say who it's going to be? Oh, it's going to be both of them. So next year,
but other teams are playing.
Have the honor of having the best player in the league come to Boston. So screw that, man. I'm already fed up with it.
I don't want
to see a game over there.
I don't
anymore.
think they're playing each other. I don't think they're playing each other. I think they're the two that have been announced so far that are going. So the Bruins will be in Munich playing another team. I don't know what they didn't say what team yet. So maybe the Canadians or something, because everybody in Germany really cares about
that's another negative for the fans.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
you're gonna have the biggest rivalry over there. Get out of here! I'm not watching the games. Not watching them. I could care less that they're playing over there in Europe. I don't care.
Where's Dusseldorf?
Dusseldorf? Is that like Dorf on golf?
I don't know, but the Blackhawks and the Senators are already slated to play 2 games there this season. Wherever that is. Anybody know where Dusseldorf is?
It's got to be Sweden or Switzerland. I'm sick of it.
We gotta get shirts that say that on there.
NHL,
Dusseldorf.
get your heads out of your butts.
Dusseldorf.
You're not the NFL. You don't carry that kind of weight around the world. So just stop, please.
But
it's
Ron,
not good for anybody.
Hold on, though. This is the second and third time they've had regular season games in Germany. The Buffalo Sabres and the Los Angeles Kings played in Berlin in 2011.
Yeah, but nobody cares about those teams.
2011. You remember that? What a great game.
That was the year the Bruins won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Hey, see, there you go, buddy.
Took them out
that
of
helped
it.
them. It helped them. It helped them. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what these teams are.
I hate it. I'm sick of these teams having to make the decisions on whether or not they're going to go play in Europe as if it freaking matters. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
According to wrong again, Ron, because according to NHL Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly, by bringing more NHL games to one of Europe's most dynamic hockey markets, we hope to continue deepening engagements amongst our fans, partners, and local communities, while at the same time creating a significant opportunity to grow the game throughout the country.
Oh, God, who cares?
It's not like it's the World Cup. You're great. Good point, Jeff. This isn't the World Cup. These guys don't care. If it was the Olympics and it's those kind of things, I think it's different. I don't think they care about NHL in Germany.
It's a regular season game. Now you got this team traveling out there and have to play 2 games, and then they come back. So they're playing 2 games in a week, and then there's a week before and after. They're not playing any games. And then the rest of the season, you're going to cram a whole bunch of games in there. And then you have all kinds of injuries for those teams that play out there. It is such a bad thing for the league, and it screws those teams that are out there like you would not believe.
Ron,
it's a disaster.
If they're smart, they do it the same time the NFL team's going to be in Germany, and you can do like this whole American all these different. Boy. I'm disgusted. You ready for your crazy stat?
Just trade everybody because it's not going to matter next year.
Crazy stat. Crazy stat today comes from the wonderful people at Dusseldorf. I love it. I'm going to Dusseldorf this all night now. The Ottawa Senators, believe it or not, Ron, have had the most wins outside of North America with 5. They've had 5 wins.
Yeah,
outside of North America.
Done for them? They come back, they play like ass.
Yeah, they won in 2008, 17, and 23. Meanwhile, the Boston Bruins all-time run 1-1 outside of North America.
Great.
So hopefully they can add to that.
What
total.
Year was that, Eric?
I don't know. I don't know. But maybe they're 3-1.
And they're not 1-1 outside the United States.
No, North America.
Oh, okay.
North America.
Okay.
The continent itself. Did I say United States?
I don't know.
No, North America, sir. All right, Ron, it is time for pick and roll.
I'm just going to boycott sports. I don't know how I'll do the show, but
And roll.
maybe we could do a knitting show.
Oh, I'm so big into knitting right now. You know what I'm big into? Legos. I'm starting to get into this Lego thing, and it's driving me crazy.
Doing those models like Transformers and stuff.
I just bought a Donkey Kong one. No, that I'm going to do. Anyway, tonight's pick and roll.
Wait, you bought a donkey what?
Donkey Kong.
Oh, Kong. Kong.
It looks like
Not with a D.
No. Well, well, I mean, then we might have to go to a different show for sure. That is not Sports Unfolded. Something else would be unfolded at that point. Tonight's pick and roll is brought to you by Dusseldorf, and it is these wonderful players that have all turned or are 34 years old currently in the NHL, and they are Tyler Seguin, Mark Stone, Charlie Coyle, Artemi Panarin, Vladimir Tarasenko, and Taylor Hall. We're going to rank them from 6 to 1. The Legos in my house has increased a lot, right? Like it gets addicting. I love
Legos.
I do the game. I'm into gaming, so I got like the Piranha Plant. I got a couple other ones. The Game Boy one. Like so, I was like, oh, Donkey Kong. I'm gonna get Donkey Kong. Anyway, all right. So we're ranking them from 6 to 1.
I'm going to surprise the hell out of you today, Eric, because I did even more research on these players.
Okay.
Probably overanalyzed.
You? I don't believe it.
Number 6, I have Charlie Coyle.
Sweat per game. 16,000 gallons of sweat. How do you even get that
Charlie
stat?
Coyle with 209 career goals, 334 assists, and that is in 1,032 games. He is a plus 50, not the worst in that stat, by the way.
He is not.
But he is the worst of all these players in the postseason, minus 33 in the postseason. Then I wonder why they never won with him. He had 53 points in 100. 53 points in 126 playoff games, and was a minus 33 in that. So he is at the bottom.
Oh boy, no.
Number 5 is Taylor Hall with 787 points in 989 games, and that's pretty good. But he's a minus 37 for his career. That is not so good. Not so good. And he has 51 game winners, only 10 more than Charlie Coyle, who is a defensive player.
Si, senor.
One Stanley Cup, though, for Taylor Hall. One All-Star. He did win a Hart Trophy.
He did.
Okay. One great year. In the postseason, he had a great year with Carolina this season. Won the Stanley Cup with them just now. -2 career-wise in the postseason. 54 points in 73 games. But I don't like that minus in his career. I don't like the minus in his career in the playoffs. I do like the Stanley Cup. And I do like the way he played in the postseason this year, but it wasn't enough to vault him higher. And the guy that is number 4, I had penciled in easily at number 1. But he's at number 4 for me. And that is Artemi Panarin. And you're going to be shocked. Look, 954 points in 830 games. The only player to average more than a point per game in the regular season. He's a plus 140 in the regular season. 51 game winners. He was on the all-rookie team and won the Calder Trophy and has been to 4 All-Star games. But here is the problem with Panarin. He is a different player in the postseason. In fact, he is a minus 22 in the postseason, and he does not average at least a point a game in the postseason. So when he goes into the postseason, you might as well just forget about him because he's not doing it. And this is why he doesn't win a Stanley Cup. Good luck, LA Kings. I'm sorry, you're not winning the Stanley Cup this year. So I love the points in the regular season, but he is a completely different player in the postseason. Not good. Vladimir Tarasenko, which I wanted the Bruins to get this guy. 327 goals, 382 assists in 906 games. He's a plus 50, 55 game winners. He has won 2 Stanley Cups, and he's gone to 2 All-Star games. 78 points in 132 postseason games, so he's not as good in the postseason. So he won 2 Stanley Cups, but he had a lot of help, I guess, because he's a minus 17 in the postseason. Not the player I thought he was. So it was coming from elsewhere. Whoever the team was that he went to and won the Stanley Cup, I'm assuming that Stanley Cup, one of those was with the St. Louis Blues when they beat the Bruins. And they should not have lost that series. But they did.
Always.
Number 2, I have Tyler Seguin. 1,016 games played. He has 826 points, 367 of them goals. He's a plus 99 for his career. 64 game winners, the most on the list. And I like players that win games. This is a second-line guy that still has that talent, still has the scoring touch, and frankly, he's the most consistent player on this list. The guy doesn't miss games for the most part. I think last year was really the first time, if I'm not mistaken. I think he played over 1,000 games in a row.
Jeremiah, thank you.
79 points in 151 playoff games. He's a plus 9 in the postseason. 1 Stanley Cup. Good enough for me. I would take him. But despite the injuries recently with Mark Stone, I would still take him. 766 games played, 707 points. So he's almost at the point per game. And I got to say, it's because of those injuries that he was trying to play through at some point in the last couple of years. He's a plus 167. That is massive.
Anyway, we're almost at predictions. Dara, if you want to stick around, we're going to do predictions shortly too. But we appreciate the support from Rumbler as well. So thank you.
He's also won a Stanley Cup with the Vegas Golden Knights. 97 points, the most on the list in the postseason in 129 games. He is also a plus 5. So I went Mark Stone.
Okay. Now,
Number
listen. 1. Come on and talk hockey with you, stud, sometime. Anytime you want, man. We love talking hockey as well, Slinger. So definitely can do that, my friend. This my hockey guy. We're still going through our pick and roll. So let us know how you feel about these 6 players. But I agreed with you at Coyle at 6, Charlie Coyle. I did not like the 543 points. I didn't go through the postseason, so I think that's why our list was a little different.
Because Eric, I did that today because of the fact that I'm looking at these players and I'm like, some of them have won and some of them haven't. Why hasn't Artemi Panarin won a Stanley Cup? And that's when it was glaring.
So it probably would change my list too, because I had Taylor Hall at 5. And again, that minus 37, did not like that at all. So that kept him lower. I put Seguin at 4. And again, it was more about the 826 points in 1,000 games. So he's 200 points less. Can't stay, but be back another stream anytime, man. We're on every Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check us out every Friday, 6 p.m. Appreciate the support. I went Tarasenko at 3. And again, it's similar, 709 points, 906 games. So again, about 200 points less per game. Not per game, in his career. So I didn't like that. Stone at 2. So again, I think closer to that point per game. All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Have a great night. So Stone, to me, probably the more complete player when you said those playoff numbers. But Panarin, if you look at his regular season numbers, by far blows all these guys away.
Right.
954 points in 830 games. So definitely more than a point per game.
Just
He's
a
Canadian.
Player in the
Playing a
postseason.
Canadian, though. He's throwing out the Canadian flag. Oh, and he gave us the cheers. Cheers to you, my friend.
Oh, that's a Leo cheers.
Yeah. Look at that. We'll take that.
There was room on the door, by the way.
So I think because of the postseason, that's what changed ours a little bit. But again, all really good players. I mean, solid players.
They're great players.
34 too. Like you think about it, they've been around for a while. Stone,
And
to me,
let me
though,
tell you,
only 766 games too, Ron. Like you talked about those injuries. Like think about if he was healthy.
I think these players have another 2-3 years in them easily.
Yeah, no, agreed. All right, Ron, while we still got some people on here, hopefully they're still on. Take out your phones if you're on your computers or laptops right now. You're going to scan this QR code really quick for us, and you're going to help us vote for our next inductees into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. For tennis, we got Steffi Graf, Monica Seles, Martina Hingis, Zena Garrison, or Lindsay Davenport. Scan this QR code. Let us know who you want to put into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Currently in that category, Lindsay Davenport is leading. She is ahead by about 17%. So she's got a good opportunity here to win it, Lindsay Davenport. But again, if you're out there live, scan this QR code really quick. To bring you also to the Sports Unfolded website so you can also see all of the great members of the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. So check that out. So we'll give you another second here. We'll give you another second and we'll see if get any responses here. We did get another one. Lindsay and Steffi are tied now currently. So get on those votes. Somebody scan that QR code. Let's get another vote in there. And for hockey, again, break out those phones, scan this QR code right now. Ron, have at it, my friend.
Oh, Jean Retel, Guy Lafleur, Bobby Clark, Daryl Sittler, not Sutter. It says Sutter on the poll, but it is Daryl Sittler.
Let's close it up.
And Bobby Ho.
Scan that QR code right now. It'll bring you to the actual polling site where you can cast your vote. We'd love to get more votes on there. So cast your vote if you like one of those players. Help them get into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. We have about another 2 weeks of this polling, and then we get ourselves some new inductees around. So that's really cool. We've got a lot of great members in there too. So check out the Sports Unfolded website. It'll bring you right to it afterwards, and check out the Hall of Fame page on that website. But thank you all for contributing. With that, Ron, it is prediction time. Our man Danny wants to get in here. So if you're on live, you can make your picks. We'll add you to the chart. Last week, Danny, you picked the Cowboys. That was your only pick. You did win that game. Chuck picked the NASCAR winner. Hugo 6-2 last week, man. You had a great week.
Who was the winner?
Geez, now you're. I mean, wait. Hold on. Now you're asking a lot, buddy. It was Joey Logano. Joey Logano won last week.
Damn, he picked it?
He picked it. So Chuck got his 2 wins. You get 2 for if you pick the NASCAR winner.
Wow. See, we do it all on this show.
We do. So Chuck's at 100% right now. All right. With that, you guys get to pick for this week. So stay tuned. Hugo, Danny, I know you're in. Kenny, hopefully you're still on. Let's see where we're at here. For Major League Baseball, Ron, series starting tonight. The Pittsburgh Pirates at the Los Angeles Dodgers. Who are you taking?
I am taking the Dodgers. I think they just have a superb rotation, and they got two of those super pitchers going in game 1 and 2, and I don't see Pittsburgh being able to get through.
Hugo's going with the Dodgers as well. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Pittsburgh's really come back down to earth. Skeen's having a horrible season, man. He's like the 3.3 something average, which doesn't sound horrible, but for him, it's not. It's not Skeen's numbers. So even their top pitcher is not doing well. Kenny went with the Dodgers as well. Danny, if you're on, I'd love to get you on here too. Danny's going Dodgers as well. Anybody else out there live want to make a pick? Best of 3 series. Who wins it? Pittsburgh at the Dodgers. All right. We're going to go on to our next Major League Baseball contest. That is going to be Dodgers for Jeff joining the list. All right, Jeff, we appreciate that as well. 824, you got the Chicago Cubs at the Arizona Diamondbacks. Best of 3 series, Ron. Diamondbacks actually playing some good baseball, and they're at home. The Cubs have been playing some phenomenal baseball. So I'm going Cubbies here.
Yeah, I'm going Cubbies too. Again, for the same reasons, they're going to have 2 of their better pitchers. Gausman is going in game 1, I believe.
Oh, Hugo going with the Cubbies. All right. Cubbies as well for Kenny. Oh, quickly, we got the Cubbies coming out. Cubbies. Get those Cubbies. Isn't that like a cabinet, too? You could call it the Cubbies. They had the little Cubbies.
Like a little cubby hole.
Yeah, right? So, the Cubbies. We got the Bear. Oh, there we go, Kenny. Get those emojis up, people. Danny going with the Cubs as well. Jeff, if you got to pick, Cubs at Diamondbacks, best of 3. Who are you taking in that series? He's going Cubs as well. Clean sweep on that one.
Everybody's even right now.
All right. WNBA action. Tomorrow, we've got the Indiana Fever at the New York Liberty, Ron. Who are you taking?
I just like that duo with Cunningham and Caitlin Clark. I like that duo. I think that is right now dominating the East as far as I'm concerned. And I think they're going to go into New York and make a statement and beat the Liberty.
All right. Hugo's going with the Fever as well. Kenny's going with the Fever. I'm going Liberty here. I'm going Liberty at home. They play well at home. They're horrible on the road. And I think the Fever just, again, playing really good basketball. Danny's going with the Liberty. But I just like the Liberty here. I think they need to get a win. I think this is a big opportunity for them. So I'm going Liberty. Jeff, if you got to pick, I don't know if Jeff watches WNBA action or not, but most people go with Clark too. Caitlin Clark is just that player. So another big game for her. So they're actually playing pretty good basketball too, the Fever. All right. On the 24th, got the Golden State Valkyries at the Minnesota Lynx, Ron. Valkyries are in second place. They're only 2 games behind Minnesota, but Minnesota at home, the best team in the league. I'm going Lynx here.
I'm going Lynx. It's hard to go against the best team, at least regular season.
All right. Jeff's going Liberty. All right. You got that one, Jeff. Golden State Valkyries at the Minnesota Lynx, gentlemen. Who you taking? Hugo's going Lynx. Kenny's going Lynx. Kenny, I love the emojis. Emojis always get me pumped up during predictions, man.
I know. I love it.
I love it. It is so much fun when you guys are using those. Jeff's going links. I'm gonna have some work to do this week.
Just Danny, who you picking on this one? Minnesota Lynx or the Valkyries? Golden State. Will he go with California?
He's out there in LA, right?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna go with his California team. He's going Calgary's. Valkyries. Got it. Danny, I got it, buddy. I got you. Let me know my record after, please. Yeah, we'll bring it back up after we're done with this, Hugo. Tomorrow night, you got the Philadelphia Eagles at the New England Patriots, Ron. This is a NFL preseason matchup. Who are you taking?
I'm going to go with New England, I guess. Let's see whose backups are better.
Hugo's going New England as well. Valkyries. I got it, buddy. It's V, Valkyries. But you got it. You're close. Don't worry, Danny. We got you. What about Philadelphia Eagles at the New England Patriots preseason action? Ron's going with the Patriots. Hugo's going with the Patriots. I'm going Eagles here. I'm going Eagles. I like their defense. I think they're deeper defensively. So those backups defensively are definitely going to be better. Kenny's going with the Patriots. Hopefully we don't get another tie on that. Jeff's going with the Pats. I know Jeff's a Pats fan as well. So I'm on an island right now. Come on, Danny, pick the Eagles. Stick with me. Stick with me.
He's not picking the Eagles. He's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Oh, yeah, good call. But he might like the Eagles otherwise.
He's not. He's not.
None of them. He said none of them. All right.
You got to pick one, Danny.
What about on the 22nd as well tomorrow night? You got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going home team here. I'm going Bucks. I think Baker's going to play a little bit, so I'm going Bucks.
Yeah, I got to go with Tampa Bay too.
Going Bucks.
Mahomes isn't playing. There's no magic if he's not playing. So if you're magicless, you're winless.
Can we quote that? Can we write that somewhere and put that? That should be on a T-shirt. Magicless. Danny's going with the Pats.
See, I told you. He can't.
Jeff's
it's
going
against his religion to go with the Eagles.
Jeff's going with the Bucks. Kenny is going with. I need you to bring that emoji up for me. Is that the Bucks? Is that a
sheep?
Sheep.
Oh, those are Rams. Okay. Wait.
It's the Chiefs. A Bucks. Is that a buck? Is that supposed to be a Buccaneers? A pirate? Kenny. Oh man.
The Rams there.
I don't know. Hugo, Jeff going Bucks.
Maybe Bucks. Just I don't know.
Right?
There's no correlation.
You can't figure it out.
There's no Rams.
Bucks. He's going Bucks. All right. Kenny's going Bucks. Danny, Chiefs at Buccaneers. Who are you taking? The Bucks. We got it. Milwaukee Bucks. Like where this is going tonight. No, Danny boy. All right. MLS action. Got the New York City Football Club at the New England Revolution. Ron, who are you taking?
Can I take a tie, please?
No ties.
Why?
We're not doing ties. Because that's more work for me to figure out who's picking a tie.
Yeah, but if I pick a tie and it ends in a tie, I win.
We're not doing it. Pick a team.
If either team wins, then I lose.
Yes, that's fine. That's okay. Danny's going Chiefs.
All right, I'll go home team then. New England.
Kenny's going to New York City.
I'm telling you, I'm going to be pissed if it's a tie and you didn't let me have it.
Revs going. Ron's going Revs. I'm going Revs too. I'm going with the Revs, home team.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tie, but that's besides the point.
I'm not writing down ties too. I know everybody who picks a tie. Revs. Jeff's going with the Revs.
What is the Icicles?
No, those are the New York
What is
City.
that?
That's New York
Oh,
City.
that's New York. Okay. It looked like
This
icicles.
tie, you get a point if one team. Yeah, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it, Hugo. It's too much work for me. We got that kind of time.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Hugo. He used to let us pick ties
Yeah, back in the day. Now it's
last year.
12 months
Back in
ago.
the day.
12 months ago.
It's
That was
not
a whole
years
season ago, man. That was a whole season ago. Who is it? It is in New York City Football Club at the New England Revolution. It's soccer, Danny.
You got the Chiefs for him, though, right?
I got Chiefs. I wrote it down.
Okay. Yeah, so New York City FC, New England Revs.
The Revs. Come on. Danny. All right.
I'm not picking Christopher Bell anymore, by the
All
way.
right, deal. All right. So on Sunday, you've got the Dollar Tree 300 that's up here in New England, New Hampshire. We need a top 5 driver. Who you taking, Ron?
If Chris Bell is leading, I'm going out there and I'm going to try to run him off the road.
Oh, nice. I'd like to see you do that. Ryan
So
Blaney.
I'm going to go Ryan Blaney.
All right. Danny's going New York. Ryan Blaney.
Oh, so did Hugo.
Hugo went Ryan Blaney. All right. I'm going Kyle Larson here. Kyle Larson predominantly finishes top 5. I think the average is 4.7 in the 3 races there. So top 5 for Kyle Larson for me. So Kyle Larson to take the Dollar Tree 300. Anybody else got any race car drivers? We got Hugo and
301.
301. I don't. That one extra mile. Christopher Bell for Jeff. I don't.
If he wins, I'm going to be so mad.
Jeff knows NASCAR, man. I'll be honest with you.
I went with Chris Bell last week, and he got me 8th.
Danny went with New York. I got it, Danny. New York. Got it, buddy. All right. Kenny, you got a driver? No, Kenny's he always comes from, he always gets this one random guy that I don't even know if he even actually is legitimate. But
and
all right.
Dick Trickle comes in 30 seconds.
Dale Earnhardt Sr. Wait, what? August 22nd, tomorrow night, we've got a PFL, so the Professional Fighting League in Tampa. Chris Cyborg versus Ketlin Vieira. Who are you taking?
I'm going with the Cyborg. Cyborg wins against a normal person.
Oh, let's see if I can do it. Hold on. All right. Kyle NASCAR.
So that's Kyle Larson.
Got it. Going Kyle Larson. Got it, buddy. Danny, got it.
Can't be the other one.
All right. Let's see. Hold on.
What are you checking?
I'll go with Chris Cyborg.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, Cyborg.
You got to speak louder, though.
Hugo's going with Chris Cyborg as well.
Hugo's going Cyborg.
That's
What did you go?
Hugo. I went with Chris Cyborg.
I had to bring it back for one. Riviera. Oh, he's going for Vieira. Okay, Ketlin Vieira, Jeff. Got it, my friend. Cyborg. Anybody else got any?
Danny refuses to predict this one because he doesn't like fighting.
Okay, that's good. No problem. We respect that. Anybody else? Kenny, you got a pick there? Kenny might have jumped off. All right, Ron, we've got got some great participation
but we
today.
We got to show.
Oh, yeah. Hugo wants to look at Jeff. You will be on this list next week. So tune in next week. You can see how you finished versus everyone else. So check that out. Hugo, you are currently at 89 and 84. So 5 games, 5 picks over 500 now. So you are crushing it, Hugo. Continue to crush it, my friend. Ryan Priest. Okay. I'm going to assume that's his.
Who the heck is Ryan Priest?
I don't know. I'll find it. All right.
If he wins.
All right. It is final thoughts time, and our final thoughts don't necessarily have to be anything sports related. It could be about anything happening in the world today, Ron. You are first tonight, my friend.
Oh, I'm first.
So your final thoughts.
I know what it is. I forgot it for a moment there.
You have been riding that.
My final thought goes out to Tommy John, who just passed away, 83 years old. And, it's another baseball legend that has passed. But there was a little story that came out about the final days of Tommy John, who was in hospice care. And apparently he made a call to the New York Yankees during that old timers game. And he wanted to say goodbye to all the players and the organization and thanking them. And no matter what kind of a team that you root for, I mean, you gotta love this. Like, he knew he was dying, and he calls, the old timers game, with Yankees and Atlanta Braves, and he said goodbye to the players and the organization, and then he passed away. I mean, he called on August 8th. He spent 8 years with the Yankees organization, 4 years from 79 to 82, and then 4 years with 86 to 89. And I just thought that was absolutely amazing. And, and then he passes away shortly after that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, rest in peace, Tommy John. The surgery that he underwent revolutionized the game, because it no longer meant that you were done for a career. 100%. And so he will always be an important figure in baseball history. And now, by doing that, to say goodbye to his friends and family, to be honest with you, really shows how much of a class act he was. So rest in peace, Tommy John.
Yeah. Also was going to be mine, Tommy John. So, but 288 wins, 3.34 ERA, 2,245 strikeouts in his career, and a full-time All-Star. But what he meant to the game went so much further because of that surgery. Yeah. That we still see pitches today, and think about it. Chris Sale.
Everybody.
Chris Sale and Garrett Cole faced each other when the Yankees Braves, and he had just passed, and both of them had Tommy John surgery, and we're now back on the mound, right, and very successful. So, very sad loss for the Yankee family, but rest in peace.
Sad for baseball.
83 years old. So my final thought will go out to Hayden Panettiere. Is that her? Panettiere. The actress who passed away at the age of 36. But I remembered her from Remember the Titans, which is one of probably the all-time top 10 sports movies of all time. And just her energy in that movie, I think honestly made it, because when she was screaming at the refs, like, what are you calling? Come on, you got to be kidding me. And just the way she brought that movie to life, because you felt the passion for a kid's coach. My final thought, Eric needs to stay positive about the Celtics. Okay, Kenny. So great actress, 36 years old, leaves behind an 11-year-old daughter. I know there was some issues with custodies and boyfriends and things, and hopefully whatever comes out of that.
She went through a lot in her lifetime.
Her short time. But again, great. I just, for some reason, I mean, she did a ton of movies, but that Remember the Titans moment for me was like, as soon as but it just, the way she brought that movie to life
it was
at such
movie.
a young age. So, rest in peace there as well. Kenny, I promise you my final thoughts will not be about being nice to the Celtics, because I don't think they're going to be very good this year, but that's my opinion. But I want to thank you all for joining us live tonight. You guys have been amazing. Jeff, Hugo, Kenny, Danny. I know I'm missing somebody else that jumped on earlier. But you guys have been amazing tonight. Greatly appreciate the support. Tell your friends about it. Have them jump on with you Friday nights at 6 p.m. We'd love to have you. Ron, always a pleasure with you, my friend. What a great show tonight. Lot said, tune in next week. Check out how you did on your predictions. And if you're checking out our social media platforms, like, share, follow them, so that many more people can enjoy us.
Yeah, if you're listening in Atlanta, make sure you call WDJY and tell them how much you love the show. They love phone calls. They do. Right. So call them.
Who were the first team to run the name? Who were the first team to pop quiz? Who was the first team to run the name the Titans? Oof. Thank you, Kenny. In the NFL.
New York.
Boston Titans. Who do you got, Hugo?
Sometime today.
Yes, New York.
Yeah, baby.
New York Titans. All right. Well, I want to thank you all again.
Hop shot.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Ron. We will see you next week, 5 Fridays at 6 p.m. And all we ever ask for every single show is that we get peace on earth.
Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.